Lagos is one of Africa's busiest business hubs. A lot of the business, at least 80% in fact, is small and medium enterprises. The sector is seen as being a major driver of economic growth. And as unemployment rises, many more graduates and other individuals are heading for the SME sector first, starting little businesses to make a living. Choosing not to waste valuable time after graduation in search of a white-collar job, university students like Chima plan to open a business in order to put some money in his pocket.
Because of the problem we have in the economy right now, the labor market is kind of competitive and etc. You understand? So I want to try and provide job for my mates in the economy so that we can boost the income of the country indirectly.
Chukwudi Okpara, a 25-year-old entrepreneur, had to be innovative after his graduation in 2007, carving a niche for himself in the IT sector.
No, in life, we won't keep waiting for white-collar jobs because, one, people come out every day from the university, they find it difficult getting jobs. Do you understand? So right from time while in the university, I've been thinking of how to be self-employed. So immediately I was coming out from the university, I tried raising up very little amount of money to start up something, which has brought me to this today.
Already trained in information technology, he saved up to $2,000 and built a small cyber cafe next to his house.
I started with very little systems of about 5 systems. I wasn't that well equipped, but I had to utilize the money I had on me then to start something. So as time goes, I started bringing up things, upgrading for the customers, make sure they got everything they wanted. When I started, I bought second-hand equipment. I started with that. But less than 4-6 months, I upgraded to brand new equipment.
Today, Chukwudi not only creates jobs for the young men and women in his community, he also trains others in computer and IT systems. But like many other small businessmen, the money he gets from this small venture is not enough to put food on his table every day and pay his house rent. He has had to look for other sources of income. Chukwudi also works part-time in a small pure water factory as a production manager and does other independent jobs around Lagos. However, Chukwudi, like many other small and medium enterprises, is struggling to keep his business afloat. With very limited access to financing, he does not generate enough profit or accumulate enough capital to grow.
Since I started, one, I never collected any loan from any bank or any finance company or any microfinance bank. And secondly, again, our government don't encourage us because they have to look up to we, the small or medium enterprises, to see how they could boost us up with loans. I know paying back government loans takes gradual process. It's not what banks, and the percentage will not be this much, what banks charges us. So I don't see the government helping us in anything we do. They've never been of good help since I started this business. I don't know of others, but I'm speaking on my own behalf here.
Small and medium industrialists like Duro Kutei are facing the same predicament. He runs a small cocoa factory producing various cocoa products. He says infrastructural setbacks and poor financing has made it almost impossible for him to consistently produce and distribute his products around the country and compete with the bigger companies on a local or global level.
Most of the machines are not continuous machines, they are not automatic machines, and when you are talking of export, you are talking of uniformity in products. And when you can't boast of continuous production, as talking of automatic machine, then you may not be able to talk of uniformity in quality, quantity, and all the rest. The cost of procuring energy for the small scale is very expensive, very high. And when you talk of the big scale, they can generate their own electricity.
As the chairman of the Association of Small and Medium Industrialists in Lagos, he believes that creating an enabling regulatory and policy environment with the proper infrastructure, access to finance and support services for technology, marketing and skills development will be the key to helping small and medium enterprises thrive.
Currently, I think the next phase should be public-private partnership in building estate for the SMEs, especially looking at the cluster park, looking at the industrial park. These are areas that Lagos State should actually move into immediately.
Lagos State government has begun to realize the importance of growth in this sector, creating initiatives like the Lagos Microfinance Initiative, where locals can access small loans from the state government.
We have about 4 or 5 industrial areas that we are using for these small SMEs. And what we are doing is the government has subsidized the rent, and what we are doing with that is that we are trying to, because if you go around now, what you will hear everybody talking about is energy. There is no power, there is no funding, and what we have done is we have this microfinance scheme that they are using, but microfinance is for small traders. So what we have put in place right now is that we are partnering with Bank of Industry that is ready to give us much, because that's what they are established to do, for expansion, for buying equipment, for working capitals and things like that. And their interest rate is a single digit. So that will help the SMEs better than what the microfinance is doing. What the government is trying to do right now is to find a way to get them off the national grid for power. What we are doing right now is we have put in a program for all the small, because we always have meetings with them once or twice in a month to be able to hear from them their plights, to be able to see what we can do with them, and I think it's working now.
Also, yearly events like the Lagos International Trade Fair, supported by the government, plays a major role in showcasing these businesses to local and international investors, creating a platform to grow and expand. These few initiatives are giving small and medium businessmen like Kutei and Chukudi a chance to develop and market their goods and services on a regional and global level, and an opportunity to be able to compete with the big boys.